This is a huge main event here tonight.
They need a broom. Oh, and Kevin Quinn is like a cleaner, right? He's like Mr. Clean.
Well, MJF demanding a broom and forcing referee Kevin Quinn to sweep up the ring before he competes in it.
I don't blame him. The guy's a big star. He shouldn't have to wrestle in a sandy ring.
MJF telling Kevin Quinn, sweep it up with your hands.
There you go.
And referee Kevin Quinn abiding for some reason.
Good. Know your master. And listen, Quinn.
Let's go up to Rich Palladino for our introductions as we see these two for the final time at Beyond.
That's a lot for Rich to remember. He's had a lot of drinks.
No comment.
I'm going to tell you that this is the final independent wrestling appearance. Thank God! And I'm sorry. Go away! Go away! Go away! Go away! Go away! He also wants me to let you know that he is extremely happy about that because he won't have to perform against front of white trash like you. Sorry,
I told you he's honest.
He also wants complete silence for his introduction. Chances are he doesn't like you. He is the Bitch Destroyer.
That's one way to start out a main event.
Wow.
Well, a fan on the outside making the sign, giving Josh Briggs the idea.
Shots have been fired.
And as if this wasn't personal enough, as if this wasn't heated enough, now we're going into this full flames.
What a main event, all hands on deck. The ocean has been cleared out, the beautiful backdrop, the sun setting on the independent wrestling career of MJF, and he has one last task against Josh Briggs.
As I mentioned during the introduction, July 2nd, 2017 studio taping for Beyond Wrestling. It was the first time these two went one-on-one, and I was fortunate enough to be there to see it up close. And I saw immediately that these two were the future superstars of wrestling. I just didn't think it would be this fast.
And the meteoric rise of both of these guys here. Josh Briggs all over the country, MJF, this is it. He is going on to much bigger and better things.
MJF telling referee Kevin Quinn, watch the hair. I don't think he's gonna have to worry about that. But what will he have to worry about when it comes to Josh Briggs?
He's going to worry about power, speed, athleticism. The complete package is Josh Briggs, and MJF has got to get in the big man's head.
Backing up, tries the forearm.
Uh-oh.
Has the goozle wrapped around his neck. Nope. What? Trying the pedigree. Crossroads, no.
Look at that.
And we have a standoff. I don't think I've seen Josh Briggs try the pedigree before, but maybe sending a little bit of an extra statement.
There is a message somewhere in there. Just the same thing with the Crossroads. I mean, these are two major promotions wrestling each other right here in Beyond.
Speaking of the Crossroads, American Rana, Josh Briggs went one-on-one with Johnny Foxwoods. And after the match, the lights went out. Nobody knew what was going on. But when they came back on, it was MJF standing there, and he decimated Briggs with a Crossroads.
It was one of the best Crossroads I've ever seen. And Josh Briggs, he was knocked loopy here. Oh, and look at MJF, so smart. He sticks and he moves. He gets right out of the way.
Goes after the knee of Briggs, and he was feeling it a little bit. MJF out of here. They are going backstage. MJF went one way, Briggs went the other.
I can't see anything.
To cut him off. We can't see anything here at ringside as our monitor's not working here tonight. We're gonna have to get some sort of an update for you when we have it.
I picture him just throwing him over a building or something.
I don't know about that, but probably a lot of strikes. Maybe a lot of MJF running.
Running and screaming. Uh-oh.
Oh, there you go. He has a bag over his head. He's trying to kill the guy.
Shades of Terry Funk and the Nature Boy Ric Flair 1989.
But Briggs, again, trying to send a message here. Putting that plastic bag over his head. Now he's rubbing sand into his hands before a chop.
How hard it is to get sand out of your curly hair like that?
Come on now. Let's go over and say hi to the commentary booth.
Oh, no, not over here. Not over here.
We go.
You don't want it.
Hey, Josh, how you doing? Okay.
Oh.
My former broadcast partner saying hello to me.
Josh
he
Briggs.
Is all over MJF, but MJF
He
rakes the eyes of Josh Briggs, and he just put some suntan lotion.
So he has my sunscreen in his tights.
Well, we're gonna see if that comes into play later.
Oh, he cut him right in the face.
But that time he didn't.
Oh, he caught that ring post with that hand, and Josh Briggs trying to shake it off quick.
Pulls Kevin Quinn in the way. And there's that spray, the suntan lotion in the eyes.
Genius! It's a beach!
And you know, when you have suntan lotion on your face, you get sweaty, it gets in your eyes, it stings.
Oh, it burns! I have to wear so much sunscreen all the time. I know how. This is a beach blast if I've ever seen it.
MJF soaking in the admiration, you could say, from the crowd here at Patty's here in Westerly, Rhode Island for his final independent appearance.
And what a way to go. You're at the beach in Rhode Island, $1 million homes surrounding you. You're going to be living in one in a few months if you want to. Good for MJF.
MJF wrapping Briggs around that bottom rope. Cutting off the wind, hurting the arm as well.
So smart. Just cutting off that oxygen to the brain. Oh, and digging those dirty fingernails down the back of Josh Briggs.
Then rewind a little bit. September 24th, 2017, Far Beyond Wrestling in Worcester. It was Briggs getting the win over MJF. So we're looking at the tiebreaker here on MJF's final night. You know he wants to go out with that win.
The rubber match. MJF wants to go out on top. He's come in on top. He's been on top his entire independent run. What a way to go out, beating someone like Josh Briggs.
He knows exactly what he's doing with the joint manipulation.
Using the ropes to his advantage.
Bringing that arm down over the bottom rope. And this is why MJF has had that meteoric rise you've talked about. He is a student of the game.
So smart. He does veteran maneuvers. Like right now with this armbar, it's a veteran maneuver because you have this big man and you are picking apart one body part, just like all of the vets have done for years that have made them successful.
Briggs kicking at the head of MJF, trying to escape, gets to his feet, throws a forearm, but there's the Roman knuckle lock.
And look at the brute force. Always moving straight ahead is Josh Briggs, but MJF just too smart.
Tosses him up and over by that wrist and arm, sending Briggs crashing down. 2 count, but it's piling up here.
It is. How much more can Josh Briggs take? And now MJF getting in the head of Josh Briggs, trying to make him make a mental mistake on top of everything else.
So dominant has MJF been that when Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks saw him, they said, we need him immediately, signing him to a contract and then ripping it up and giving him an even bigger one.
And it's the largest contract in the company. He is making more money than anyone else. Can you believe? MJF, kid from New York.
And if there's one person who believes it, it's him. Supremely confident in his skills, and that is another huge advantage he has over a lot of other competitors.
Great negotiator, great wrestler, great ring tactician. Everything about MJF says greatness.
But MJF calls himself the salt of the earth, but in reality, Briggs is way more the salt of the earth than anyone else. He wants to live a quiet, simple life, but then go in there and unleash on his opponents.
And you know, MJF, he may want the same thing as well here as Briggs, able to keep that arm up, and it's a middle finger, not only to the world, but specifically MJF.
Defiantly make sure that his arm doesn't drop for the 3rd time, sends his weight crashing backwards, and now he's out of it.
260 pounds crashing down on MJF, and referee Kevin Quinn instituting the mandatory 10 count.
MJF was so close to getting that win there, but Briggs battling out and continuing on here, and that was the whole thing about Briggs in season 1. He had to overcome so much with that leg and hip injury.
Yeah, and everybody targeted that leg. It was the easy thing to do, and Briggs overcame it all, and now both warriors back to their feet.
MJF runs into that elbow, catches himself on the apron.
And again, back to the arm. This kid is a vet.
Briggs breaks through MJF's arm, Callaway clothesline. Briggs is fired up.
Josh Briggs is feeling it now, trying to shake off the pain on that arm as he hits the corner.
Running boot to the chin of MJF.
Go to hell, bitch!
Uh-oh.
Go to hell!
Is that it?
Got him.
What do you have to do to beat MJF at this point if you're Josh Briggs?
That is a great question. Josh Briggs has to be wondering that himself. I mean, you look at his face, and he is questioning what more he has to do. He's done it before, but that was a different MJF. As much as I don't like the guy is a first-class competitor, so Briggs has to dig deep here.
A student of the game, but now he's wincing, but Josh Briggs may be wasting way too much time.
Another running boot.
He is slowly decimating MJF. And MJF, though, right back to the arm. So smart.
Goes after the arm. And again, a fraction of a second of opportunity. MJF striking on that arm.
Wait a minute. Wow.
Eye poke.
Beautiful.
Elbow pad goes flying. MJF runs into the boot.
And a big
Forearm.
These two guys are throwing everything at each other, and Briggs wins the exchange.
Crushing each other with running boots. Into the backbreaker.
And look at the pain on his face.
And look at that, flying into the armbar.
Nicely done.
He has it.
Mixed martial arts maneuver.
Briggs
He may be
close to that bottom rope. He can't quite get it. despite his long limbs.
Yeah.
And MJF has this cinched in.
He's broken the plane, it looks like. He's got the arm really grapevine in.
The ease with which he flew into that arm bar. Seamless. And now MJF trying to break it.
How dangerous is this guy? He can do it all. He could be the greatest wrestler of all time already.
Briggs has his shoulders to the mat. And not only does MJF get his shoulder up, he twists the arm as he did it.
And now Josh Briggs trying to fight back up.
Deadlift. Power bomb.
But how much did that take out of Josh? He's out.
That took so much out of both men. Briggs has no expression on his face because he may have nothing left. MJF, his final independent wrestling appearance, trying to go out on top and break the stalemate they have. These two 1-1 against each other at Beyond.
Talk about a rubber match with so much on the line. Pride as he goes on to bigger things. MJF. Oh, referee's at 7.
We're up to 8. And Briggs gets to his feet and breaks it. So does MJF. This main event continues.
Yeah, Kevin Quinn almost hit 10. Luckily it didn't because I want to see these guys fight all night.
Both to their feet. What do they have left?
We're going to find out.
Right hand. MJF desperately trying to put Briggs down, but Briggs, much like his career, continuing to stay on his feet and battle.
You know, and that's the thing about both men's characters here. Josh Briggs throwing legal forearms, MJF throwing illegal hands.
Right hand connected, not a great vantage for referee Kevin Quinn to see the fist, but he connected.
Oh, we can see it clearly. He is throwing closed fists, which are illegal in wrestling if you get caught.
Another strike there from MJF as he's trying to stay on his feet as well.
That's an illegal punch. The referee should be doing something.
Well, he is letting this one go. He knows how important this main event is. He knows how important it is to both men. He's going to let this go to a finish.
We all want to see a winner here, and MJF with legal forearms now.
Might have broken his hand on that one. Wow. Gonna go for crossroads.
No.
MJF gets out of it, rolls through.
Nicely done.
Connects. Crossroads.
Is that it?
That's it. His final independent appearance. Out at 1.
On 1.
Out at 1. And the look on MJF describes the thoughts in my head. I can't believe it.
You know, there's a reason why only certain guys should do certain maneuvers, and that could be it right there. Oh, no.
Pedigree? You gotta be kidding me. There's a 1 count, too.
And MJF kicks out at a 1 count.
Briggs can't believe it.
There really is only one guy that should do that move.
Both moves, both men out at 1 after this beating they have laid on each other. They have to wonder, what's it gonna take?
And Josh is wasting too much time looking around in bewilderment when he should really be grabbing the kid by the throat and slamming him through the ring.
Briggs looking down at MJF.
He's begging. MJF.
On the shores of the Atlantic Ocean, here in our main event, all hands on deck, MJF trying to claw his way back to his feet.
Look at this, a warrior standing tall amongst a fallen warrior. Oh, spitting in the face with defiance.
As defiantly as he started, he's gonna go out in a blaze of glory. Choke bomb. Josh Briggs sends MJF packing. And as much as I don't like MJF, and quite frankly, I speak for a lot of people, you have to give the due to the man. He went out fighting.
What a match. I respect MJF more now than I did 20 minutes ago.